Now, with your permission, I'd like to make a few remarks to set the stage for this evening as you tuck into your starters and your dinner companions conversation. I'll start with a little history. As some of you may know, this organization got its start Anno Domini 1865, when 300 concerned citizens met in Boston, Massachusetts, to discuss whether the burgeoning new field of social sciences might be able to offer answers to some of the vexing problems facing a country which has just gone through a devastating civil war. Throughout its long and varied history, that question has remained a central focus of the National Institute and its predecessors. We look to the social sciences for answers, and we support and encourage the development of the field for the benefit of society and humanity. That was the mission Congress embedded in the charter it granted to us in 1926, and it remains our mission today. Fast forward to the present day. A few years ago, the National Institute trustees decided as a group that we should come up with a motto. Coca-Cola has a motto, why shouldn't we? Right? Seriously though, consider the National Institute of Social Sciences does not flow trippingly off the tongue, if you hadn't already noticed. Furthermore, a quick poll of people on the street would likely show greater familiarity with the latest winners of Best of Breed at the Westminster Dog Show than with the various scholarly fields composing the social sciences. Quick, all of you, name 3. Don't feel too proud of yourselves if you can, by the way. You're not the control group. Anyway, the trustees workshopped a motto, and we're proud of it. It's celebrate knowledge. Pretty good, right? Everybody knows that knowledge is good, and we encourage its creation, support its pursuit, and celebrate remarkable individuals like this year's honorees who add substantially to it. But that's not all there is to it, is it? Sure, most people would agree that knowledge is better than ignorance, but not all knowledge is necessarily good. Some knowledge might be downright bad, in fact. And a lot of it, maybe even the majority of it, is pretty neutral at best. For example, does anybody really need to know who had the highest RBI in the National League in 1987? Yeah, maybe a bad example for the baseball fans in the room, but I think you get my drift. Now, I fear that I'm wading into deep waters here, especially since I know for a fact that there's at least one professional epistemologist in the room. But I'd like to offer a different motto for consideration by you and my fellow trustees. Celebrate understanding. Hear me out. When you come right down to it, knowledge is really only a tool. Once you know something, sure, you're smarter, but so what? What do you do with that knowledge? Why do you want it in the first place? To collect like butterflies or baseball statistics? Or to actually do something with it? I don't know about all of you, but I value knowledge to the extent it helps me understand something or someone. As I think about it, a very large proportion of knowledge addresses what I would call what questions. It is comprised of facts. But normally I'm much more interested in why questions. To answer those takes a deeper, more complete, more thorough type of knowledge. That takes understanding. Which brings me to the purpose of our gathering this evening. You were wondering if I was going to get to that, didn't you? Tonight we are gathered to honor 3 remarkable individuals who have dedicated their lives to improving our understanding of some really important, vexing, perennial questions. Who are we? Where do we come from? What do we owe each other as human beings? They have researched, uncovered, and marshaled facts, knowledge, masterfully to broaden and deepen our understanding of our own humanity and humanity at large. They have communicated that understanding masterfully so that we, their beneficiaries, can understand better and understand more. Because when you think about it, there really is no more important topic of interest to most of us than us, humanity. We really are our own biggest project. Sure, I know, humanity faces many, many serious challenges, several of which don't actually depend on our preferences or desires. Climate change, microplastics in the ocean, even the length and color of Jack Dorsey's beard. But at the end of the day, humanity is mostly involved in and with itself, and regardless of our preferences, it behooves us to get our own house in order for our own benefit, much less for the benefit of the world. So we better understand ourselves, we better understand each other, and we better understand how we can live together peacefully and hopefully work together to create a better society and a better world. I am looking forward to sharing a conversation among our honorees with you later in the program, because I think each of them has a pretty clever understanding. In the meantime, enjoy the fellow humans at your table, and we'll talk again soon.